Fox Sports.
We are Baltimore. We are LA.
On this September 11th, we stop to remember and vow never to forget. It's on this day the Angels pay tribute to the men and women of the United States military. And with that as the backdrop, the Angels open perhaps their biggest series of the season as they take aim at the first place Astros. They'll face the probable AL Cy Young Award winner tonight as Dallas Keuchel duels with the grizzled vet Jared Weaver. Game 1 is next.
Well, whenever you see September the 11th, it is never easy. You never forget, of course, the 14th anniversary of the horrific events that occurred on that day. Major League Baseball honors those military families and non-military families and members that lost their lives and their loved ones. Baseball does continue on. Tonight we welcome in the Houston Astros, who lead the American League West for the first of a 3-game series. The standings look like this. The Rangers currently 2.5 games back in second place. They have the second wild card. The Angels 5.5 back of the Astros in the West, and they find themselves 3 back currently in the wild card. Texas currently leading the Oakland Athletics. We welcome you inside the Big A and back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Gubiza. I'm Victor Rojas. Now, the Angels, of course, are coming off a series in which they lost to the Los Angeles Dodgers. They did pick up the final game of the series and did so in somewhat dramatic fashion, something that Albert Pujols has struggled with all season long, hitting with men in scoring position. He came through in the clutch.
Yeah, Victor, the machine came through with a good at-bat. And take a look at our AT&T U versus Rewind. You're going to see that at-bat using the middle of the field, needing that RBI. Mike Trout had struck out the bat before, but right up the middle for Albert Pujols, his 83rd RBI, a huge RBI for the Angels. They have some momentum coming in tonight's game, but there, this is smooth, quiet swing for Albert. Big RBI from there.
And not an easy task tonight. You've got Dallas Keuchel on the mound going for the Houston Astros, 17-game winner, and right now the front runner for the American League Cy Young.
Little contrast in these two pitches, the way they pitch. And take a look at our tools of the trade brought to you by Ram Trust. You're going to see a little bit of a difference between the lefty Dallas Keuchel and Jared Weaver. Keuchel, with an outstanding season, 17-game winner, has a good fastball, not overpowering, but he spots it so well, pitches downstairs so well, pitches very good to lefties, but a good slider. His fastball command, it's outstanding. But Weaver relies so much on that big curveball. He's had success against the Astros, getting him out in front with his curveball, changeup. He's going to need both of those pitches tonight to be successful against this powerful, but a team that will strike out Houston Astro lineup.
Let's see what Jared Weaver has in store. Dallas Keuchel making his 3rd start against the Angels this season. We're just about ready for baseball here at the Big A. Sit back and relax. We're going to bring you the lineups in the first pitch when we return.
Angels baseball is brought to you by CarMax. Start the search for your next car at CarMax. CarMax, start here. By Jack in the Box. For a limited time, try the new Portobello Mushroom Buttery Jack with melted garlic herb butter. By Keck Medicine of USC, beyond exceptional medicine. And by your Southern California Toyota dealers. defeating Houston Astros. And I remember back in April when Houston got off to a pretty good start to their regular season. A lot of folks asking us as we saw them, are the Astros going to be for real? Or the other side of it was, oh, don't worry about the Astros, they will fold. They certainly have not folded whatsoever this year. They've had a couple of hiccups, but they've certainly put together one heck of a run here in 2014, and probably the reigning, or will be the reigning American League Manager of the year going into next season. A.J. Hinch has done a nice job with that.
He's done a real good job, especially this team is really, you thought in terms of maybe 2 years, 3 years down the road being very good. Well, they're very good at this particular moment. They got a lot of speed. They catch the ball well. They pitch the ball well. Their bullpen has been a lot better, and A.J. deserves a lot of credit for handling that bullpen so well.
You see the Angels have taken the field, so we will quickly take a look at A.J.'s starting lineup for the Astros. George Springer will lead things off. He missed some time with a wrist injury. He's in right field. Jose Altuve at second base. Carlos Correa, the shortstop and a phenomenal player, is batting third. Carlos Gomez is the cleanup hitter in center. Jed Lowry at third. Colby Rasmussen left field. Luis Valbuena's in DH. Marwin Gonzalez at first, and Hank Conger, the former Angel, gets a start behind the plate as they take on Jared Weaver, making his 22nd start of the season. Jared 6-10 with a 4.78 ERA. Third start for him against Houston this year. He's pitched well against them.
Yeah, and he has done a great job as far as utilizing his all-speed pitch. My go-to for Weaver, the reason why he's been successful, especially against his club. When you look at how many outs he's gotten this season with his curveball and changeup, that's 40% of his outs have been on his curveball and changeup, which has been a very good pitch against this Astro lineup. They are geared to hit the fastball.
Defensively for the Halos tonight, you've got Shane Victorino in left, Mike Trout at center, Cole Calhoun in right, the infield with David Freese and Eric Ibar on the left side, Taylor Featherston and C.J. Cron on the right with Carlos Perez doing the catching.
And Mike Trout out in center field. Every time Weaver's on the mound, you're going to see some fly ball action. He's been outstanding. 5 outfield assists, which is a career high. No errors. The last Angel to win a Gold Glove in center field, Torrey Hunter, his good friend back in 2008 and 9 for Torrey Hunter. Mike Trout will be in that conversation this winter.
He's got his announced his new cleats earlier today. It's got a little Trout emblazoned on the heel of the shoe. Interesting that it was blue that they put out there, but he's got the red ones, of course.
So that means he's going to do something special in the field and at the plate today. You just feel it.
He said the guys were going to give him some grief, but then they would ask him for a couple of pairs. It's usually how it works, right?
Or 3 or 4.
Yeah, exactly. First one tonight is in there for a strike. 82 degrees at first pitch tonight. Springer hitting .256, 13 home runs, 29 runs batted in, has 15 doubles, no triples. This one's grounded over to short. Ibar is there. And there's the first out of the ball game.
Going to see 85 miles an hour on the fastball early on for Weaver. Again, it doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot for Weaver. He likes to have that fastball just in case at certain points of the game when they're looking off speed, he can get that fastball by him.
Jose Altuve steps up with 1 out, nobody on. Houston comes in with a record of 76 and 64. They are very good at home. 48 and 24 at Minute Maid Park. Out on the road, a different story. They are 28 and 40. And a team that's just over 3 games over 500 within its own division. As Altuve looks for the strike. The biggest difference for the Astros on the offensive side, anyway, is that they've hit 52 points higher slugging percentage wise at home than they have out on the road. Lays off the breaking ball, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good slider there for Weaver. And it's all about that balance for Weave. He's going to have that deception in his delivery to be able to get that arm, that proper arm slot.
Altuve shoots one out toward left center field. Victorino racing back there. He's not going to get there, and it's off the wall. Bare hands it, fires it into the middle part of the infield, and Altuve is on board with a 1 out double. That's his 29th of the season.
He coming into the game a .304 career hitter against Weaver. Fastball that was upstairs at 85. He brought his hands in very well to get the barrel of the bat on that baseball and shoot that ball to left center field. 1 hop in the wall. 29th double. Got to keep an eye on him at second too. He likes to try to steal third.
Carlos Correa, the shortstop at the plate, .273 hitter, 17 home runs and 51 runs batted in. He will take that breaking pitch downstairs. 78th game for Correa at the major league level. Put up good numbers in his rookie campaign. He's made an impact in the middle part of that order. Upstairs. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. A double for Jose Altuve's 800th career hit. Still a very young man. Batting title last year. 2-0 pitch. That's in there. 2-1. I mentioned Jared has faced the Astros twice. Total of 15 innings, 12 hits, 9 strikeouts. The big number is no walks. 1.20 ERA through those 2 starts.
For a very aggressive club, generally, they're swinging, especially in fastball counts.
A lot of home runs for this ball club. They came into play tonight, tied with Toronto, the most home runs on the season with 192. Toronto has since taken that lead. They're playing the Yankees.
Yeah, they've scored a few runs in New York tonight.
11 runs so far. He rolls this one over toward third. Freeze will have to barehand it, can't come up with it. Infield single for Correa. So 2 on and 1 out.
Slow roller down the line. You know it's going to stay fair. Freeze going to try to use the bare hand. Especially with that spin on the baseball, even more difficult to use the bare hand, but knowing the Correa's speed, it's the only chance he had.
Carlos Gomez stepping up. He's the cleanup hitter. He had just been acquired by the Astros as the Angels were leaving town the last time these two teams faced in Houston. It's the first time the Angels have faced them this season. Swings through the first pitch. May have gotten cheated a little bit. It's an 0-1 count.
Went down to one knee to try to hit that ball a mile. Upstairs with the fastball. You see him go down to that one knee. Generally, you're always going to lose that helmet when he swings on the follow through.
Skies this one out to center, and it's playable for Trout as Gomez throws his bat in disgust to the right. Altuve will tag and stay right there.
Good throw for Trout. He got behind that baseball extremely well. A firm throw from Trout. It's important because you keep that runner away from being a third base. So you can bounce a curveball to get a swing and miss. Not real happy missing an 85-mile-an-hour fastball, pretty much down middle away.
So 2 outs. And Jed Lowry at the play. Switch hitting third baseman. .241 batting average for Lowry. Much better from the right side than from the left. .211 from the left side this year. .341 in 41 at bats from the right. 13 doubles, 8 home runs, and 24 runs batted in. Altuve at second, Correa at first, and this was fouled off to even the count. Or pardon me, take the count 0-2. Nice catch in the club level. Back to a full sea of red here at this ballpark after that freeway series.
There's a lot of noise in the crowds there for 3 straight games.
0-2, a little bit high.
There's that no-seam fastball tried to bring back this a little bit high out of the strike zone.
Jared asking the home plate umpire Alfonso Marquez if that pitch was a little bit high, and it was. Alfonso behind the plate. Tom Halley and the crew chief at first, Dan Bellino at second, and Bruce Dreckman at third. The umpire crew for this weekend series. Here now the 1-2. A little bit upstairs again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That has been a pitch that has given him some troubles command-wise. He's hit a couple of guys, especially on 0-2, 1-2 counts.
That's why it's really important to stay on top of the baseball. If you're going to throw that no-seam fastball to run back in, because he's kind of cutting across it. That's why he's hitting left-handed batters with that pitch.
Altuve and Correa take off. The 2-2 foul back. Now he had to wait back a little bit on the breaking pitch.
That curveball was high in the strike zone. 65-mile-an-hour curveball.
So we'll reset and do it again. Astros lead the league in stolen bases with 104. Altuve has 36. That leads the American League. A couple of these pitches have been up in the zone for Weaver. Trying to work around the 1-out double off the wall and the infield base hit to Correa. Jared this year, once he's kind of gotten through that first, second inning, tends to settle in, or has anyway. That's when you know he's feeling pretty good. Runners take off again. 2-2 upstairs. No throw from either guy. Nobody covering at third or at second.
37 stolen base for Altuve. Correa with his 12th.
A little surprised nobody's covering. One of them.
You would think some, especially at that second base as a trail runner, you have to wait till the guy is at second to go. Now you put now 2 runners in scoring position. Well, you might have had a play.
3-2, and he popped him up. Featherston drifting out into shallow right field. Calling for it. And Weaver gets out of the first. We'll head to the bottom of the inning with Calhoun, Trout, and Pujols coming up. No score. Ibar asking about the same thing we were asking about, coverage.
Yeah, I mean, especially with a left-handed batter, he's asking Eric, who has coverage at second base? Is it you or is it Featherston? He's going down to talk to Taylor Featherston. Also, someone has to be in there. There's a play. There might have been a play at third, but there certainly was a play at second base. And when you're facing Dallas Keuchel, you cannot afford to give up a run or two, especially when every game you, at this point, you have to win.
Absolutely. It is a must-win situation. Here's a lineup for Soj, Calhoun, Trout, Pujols, DHing, Cronfreeze, and Ibar in the middle third, Victorino, Perez, and Featherston in the bottom third of the lineup. Facing the 27-year-old left-hander from Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's Dallas Keuchel, and right now probably running away with the American League Cy Young.
And he's throwing the ball so well now. Over 200 innings pitched this season for Keuchel.
First one to Cole is cut on and missed.
My go-tos to be successful against Keuchel, you have to get yourself into favorable counts. When you're ahead of the count, you've had success hitters against him, and think big part of the field. He does not give up many home runs. He's generally down in the strike zone, so look for base hits up the middle the other way. He is a ground ball machine. He has got 20 double plays turned behind him this year. That's how good he is as far as getting ground balls for ground ball double plays even.
Bouncer foul, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now 13 home runs. We mentioned a little over 200 innings pitched. When you consider he pitches the majority of his games in Minute Maid Park, a home run ballpark, that's how impressive he is down in the strike zone.
And it shouldn't really come as a surprise. The guy had a sub-3 ERA last year in 29 starts for a team that struggled quite a bit. As Cole fouls that one back. He went 12-9 last year. 146 strikeouts in 200 innings. He's gotten better as far as the ratio of punch-outs and innings pitched. But he threw 200 innings last year, right on the money, and he's just over 200 now.
And he fields his position very well. Gold Glove winner.
Product of the University of Arkansas, 7th round pick in 2009. Cole lays off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Calhoun hitting .270, 23 home runs, 73 runs batted in. Picked up his 22nd double of the year in the 8th inning of Wednesday's game, and he scored that go-ahead and winning run on the Pujols base hit. 1 for 3 game in that one. 2-2. Just got a piece of that one.
His fastball's around 88 to 93. Slider, cut fastball, changeup, occasional curveball.
3rd start of the year against the Angels. He's 2-0. 2.84 ERA. 12 and 2/3 innings. 10 hits, 4 runs, 14 strikeouts. Bouncer foul.
Good at bat working for Cole so far. Seeing some pitches. Important for the guys, not only in that dugout, but for Mike Trout on deck to see pitches.
You talk about pitching at home for him in that ballpark in general. He's got a 1.49
that's
ERA.
Unbelievable in that ballpark.
13-0.
But the good thing, he's out on the road.
He's out on the road.
he's 4 and 6.
He's a mere mortal with a 3.35.
Boy, outstanding at home. When you have an ERA like that in that ballpark, the Crawford boxes seem like they're about a drop kick from kicking it out of there to left field.
9th pitch of the plate appearance. Cole bounces one to the left side, and that'll sneak through for a base hit. But the shift on, and the Astros shift a lot. Cole picks up the single. Let's take a look at the Astros defensively tonight. Rasmus Gomez and Springer in the outfield from left to right. Lowry, Correa, Altuve, and Gonzalez from 3rd to 1st, and Conger behind the plate.
And you saw Correa in that shift playing basically behind second base. That baseball got by him. He's been very solid. He's got 8 errors in that position and .974 fielding percentage, but his range is outstanding. His arm, A+ throwing arm at shortstop position, and instincts even better.
Here's Trout. Nobody out. Calhoun at first. Mike hitting .293. 34 home runs, 76 RBIs. And he will take a strike. Bottom part of the strike zone. Trout, a couple of nights ago, 1 for 4. Angels managed 7 hits in that final game of the series against the Dodgers, snapping that 8-game losing streak against the Dodgers. There's some serious trouble if the Angels have lost 8 straight.
Trout, a .308 career hitter against Keuchel, 8 for 26 with 1 home run.
Two balls, 1 strike. Keuchel's last start was against the Twins at home. 12 strikeouts in that one. 8 innings, gave up 3 runs on 5 hits, 113 pitches. That's kind of where he tops out. Nothing outlandish as far as pitch count is concerned. That caught the inside corner. It's 2-2.
Like a cut fastball. He's touching the upper part of the strike zone.
Leadoff single for Cole. He's over at first base. 2-2 to Trout. That's in off the plate.
Another cut fastball. Certainly seen some pitches against them already. 2 full counts. And against the good ones, you got to capitalize early on before he settles in.
3-2. Trout skies one down the line. Long run for Springer into foul territory, but not going to get there.
We've seen Springer make some unbelievable plays in right field, just sliding in the walls. He couldn't quite get to that position to slide and try to catch that ball.
Marlon Gonzalez, a shortstop by trade. Getting a start at first base tonight.
A lot of room on that right side of the infield, especially for a pitcher who pitches downstairs quite a bit, although he's thrown upstairs a majority of the pitches in this sequence.
Another 3-2. Trout bounces it foul. Opponents hit 211 this year against Keuchel. Righties 226, lefties at 153. Seems like with each passing start, Keuchel just gets better and better as far as moving the baseball around the quadrant of the strike zone. Never really settles in on one pitch or one trend. 3-2. That's a called strike 3. That one looked like it was just off the plate inside. But Trout goes down looking for the first out.
Hey, that didn't look like I was in the strike zone, but take a look at the pitch by pitch by Keuchel. Started off with a fastball down and a cut fastball inside part of the plate. High fastball. Comes in with that cut fastball once again, gets called. Another cut fastball just off the inside corner. Came back in with another cutter, and then eventually another cutter inside and gets him. Looked like that ball was about a half a baseball off the inside corner, close to that inside corner, but stayed hard in with that cut fastball.
Started first.
So hard to bring your hands in on that cut fastball there, especially because he lives away so well with his fastball and slider to try to deal with that cutter in. Very difficult. You're at the mercy of the home plate umpire calling it a strike or not.
Albert with the game-winning hit on Wednesday. Had the pant legs pulled up. Goes back to him again tonight. 248 on the year. The RBI is 83rd.
I wonder if he'll stay away against him. The pitchers have been trying to stay away against Albert. Albert going to be looking in, maybe get a cut fastball here.
Check swing foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Astros had a couple of base runners on board at the top of the first inning against Weaver, but it left him stranded. Calhoun over at first base. It's bounced in front of the plate. Conger came up with it rather quickly. No throw to second, so a wild pitch will advance Calhoun.
It's a good read by Colt. You got to take chances when you're facing a pitcher like Dallas Keuchel, even though that baseball didn't get away from him far. Stay right by his feet, but Hank unable to make the throw at that point, holds on to it. Just the 4th wild pitch that Keuchel has thrown this season.
Albert bounces this one to short. Trying to pull that outside pitch. 2 down. Calhoun over to third. So man at third and C.J. Cron coming up. Cron at 267 with 11 home runs and 39 runs batted in. 0 for 3 the other night with a hit by pitch. Takes outside. Cron 3 for 11 in his brief career against Keuchel. 1 double. A changeup. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Just based on Angels numbers, if you're a type of player that likes to drive the ball up the middle or out to right center field as a right-handed batter, you have some success. Trout's had some success. David Freese has great numbers against Keuchel. This one's fouled off.
If you're thinking in terms of trying to pull the baseball against him,
you're going to be in trouble. You can still, even with that cut fastball in, if you keep your hands inside, you can still punch that ball as a right-handed batter to the right side of the field or up the middle.
Two. Cron goes down swinging. It took 26 pitches, but Keuchel leaves a man stranded at third. One to the second with no score.
Ryan for second in the all-time win list amongst Angels pitchers, and do it in one less game than the Express did. 288 starts to get 138 wins. If Weaver can win tonight, number 138 in 287 starts.
Rasmus, Valbuena, and Gonzalez here in the second.
When you put it in perspective, only 3 major league pitchers since '06, when Weaver made his debut, have had more wins than Weaver. Verlander, Sabathia, and King Felix during that stretch.
Caught the outside corner, or close enough.
It's a corner.
It's a corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Similar to the pitch that Trout went down looking at. Rasmus hitting .230, 19 home runs. He tops this one over to second. The overshift. Featherston has it. Got the old Manny Trio from up above thing going. 1 down.
My Hyundai, key for this game for the Angels to be successful. Going a little Nelly, heart of a champion. The Angels won this division last year with 98 wins. They know what's ahead of them here. The team that leads them by 5.5 games. This is when you need your heart and souls of the team to come through. A Weaver, Trout, Pujols, Eric Ibar, a David Freese. Those guys that come through in this game to be able to win this one tonight.
Nelly, huh? I was wondering why you're wearing that Band-Aid underneath your right eye.
Oh, yeah.
It's good luck. Serious street cred, man.
That's how I roll, man.
That's what I figured. There's Valbuena, the DH. 210, 22 home runs, 49 RBIs for Valbuena. Check swing roller. Perez will take it. 2 down.
And coming up later in the game, we'll check out the big news from around the majors on the Carl's Jr. Sports Update. Sano, can he keep it rolling for the Twins? In Texas, they're a long road trip return home. Things look pretty good for Texas at this point.
Two outs, nobody on. Marwin Gonzalez at the plate. Texas just finished up a series yesterday in Seattle. They got a day game in Seattle on getaway day. They're getting shut out by Felix.
Watch little highlights of that game. He had some good stuff working yesterday. He's been struggling, especially with the long ball of late, Felix Hernandez.
On the right side, Crone will flip it to nobody. Infield single for Marwin Gonzalez.
And anything hit to that right side of the infield on that bunt, that drag bunt. As a pitcher, you just go there as quick as possible. Very difficult. Perfect bunt, really, by Gonzalez. Really not a mistake at any level by Weaver, Crone, or Featherston. It was just a perfect bunt. But a bunt with 2 outs. So most times when you're going to do that, especially with the bottom of the order number 9 hitter, and it's being Hank Conger, you're going to be trying to steal a base.
Marwin Gonzalez, 4 stolen bases in 8 attempts. Conger hitting .222, 10 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Takes outside. He's done a nice job. 64th game for him. Jason Castro, the other catcher. Castro's caught 90 games. Two balls, no strikes. Angels sending Conger to the Astros in the offseason for Nick Tropiano and Carlos Perez. There's Tropiano. He'll get skipped. Monday was supposed to be his start. Garrett Richards will get that start instead. That's the beginning of a 3-game set against Seattle. Gonzalez takes off to throw down to second, and Marwin easily gunned down and may have hurt his left hand. That's the 3rd out of the inning. So we will head to the bottom of the 2nd. Freeze Ibar and Victorino coming up for the Angels.
See the quick tag right here by Ibar to finish off the inning. Light 16 years ago today, September 11, 1999, the last time the Angels were no hit. That was Eric Milton at Minnesota in the old Metrodome. Only 4 teams have gone longer since being no hit: the Reds, A's, Red Sox, and Nats. Reds last time they're no hit, 1971.
Let's go back and take a look at Marwin Gonzalez. He jammed the left hand on the bag there.
See how the hand was bent back as he slid with that head first slide. See that so often.
Gonzalez still at first base. Still dealing with it, trying to make a fist. David Freese hitting .251, 11 home runs, and 47 runs batted in. 1-1 pitch. This is fouled off. 1-2.
Great numbers. 8 for 16 with a home run for Freese, and because he used the entire field.
Went around. Down goes Freese. 1 down. Third strikeout for Keuchel.
Tell you what, he's got a good feel for that slider. A devastating pitch, especially when you can throw the cut fastball on the inner part of the plate, also against a right-handed batter. Same zone, but a different break. It's more almost like a slur between a slider and curveball with the break on that one. The spin rotation down and in, very difficult to lay off as a right-handed batter.
Ibar takes a strike. .269 of the year with a couple of home runs and 38 RBIs. Went for 3 games the other days. This was pulled down the line, and will go into the corner. Extra bases for Ibar. Rasmus now chasing it down, and he will hold Ibar to a 1-out double.
Boy, just the way he was going at that angle to try to cut that ball off down the line, I thought that could be troubles for him. If it gets away a little bit further, there's no doubt that Eric Ibar is thinking triple, which would be his first of the season. Turned on that one on the inner half. He got one of those cut fastballs out in front, hooked it down the line. See, that goes around and hooks around that corner and almost got far enough away from Rasmus. He was able to allow Eric to try to go to third. He's got a good throwing arm. 8 outfield assists, not worth taking a shot at that point.
Back-to-back games for Eric with an extra base hit. It's his 24th double, man in scoring position for the 2nd consecutive inning. And here's Shane Victorino, starting in left field tonight. .222 with a home run and 6 runs batted in. Victorino 1 for 1 in his career against Keuchel. Daniel Robertson, another option for the Angels, 3 for 9 in his career. If we're talking about right-handed batters anyway, David Murphy has never faced him. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, even when you try to sit on a pattern from Keuchel, he changes it up so well. He's been throwing that slider and cut fastball in, and then he throws a changeup or 2-seamer away against you.
Springer very shallow in right field. Pulls the string.
There's that slider again. So he can change speeds on his slider very well. Be anywhere between 79 to that 83 range. And his cut fastball is 87, 88.
Full count. Angels had a couple of those in the first inning. Keuchel leads the American League innings pitched, ground ball to fly ball ratio, and WAR wins above replacement at 7.1. And that's a called strike 3. We're talking the bottom outside corner, and there are 2 down. 4th strikeout for Keuchel.
If you look at our Fox tracks, turn over that changeup, that's going to get that lower part of the strike zone. Just barely touches it. We saw that last crew, not a lot of pitchers umpires, but Alfonso Marquez is more of a pitcher's umpire who will call more strikes.
Carlos Perez up, takes down and away. Carlos at .229 with 3 home runs, 16 runs batted in. 0 for 3 Wednesday night with a strikeout.
2 for 3 in his career versus Keuchel, though.
1 double. Time called. Ibar now Tuve carrying on a conversation at second base. Eric with his 24th double with 1 out stands there. 2-0. 3-0. Featherston on deck. One of the few guys that Eric Ibar perhaps towers over.
Must be the Sox.
Yeah. And there's a 4-pitch walk. First one issued by Keuchel.
A lot of pitches thrown for him so far in this game.
We'll take on Featherston here. He's 0 for 3 in his career against him.
But used to be a plus for going down in that bullpen for the Astros, but they've pitched very well out of the bullpen. ERA under 3 this year as a bullpen.
Added some veteran players down there. Leshek, Gregerson, Qualls. Two on, 2 outs. Featherston hitting 169. Swings the first one. Hits it right off of Keuchel. Picks it up. He's got no play. Is that one of those where you jump up, you think the ball's going to be higher than it actually is?
Yeah, because you think off the sound off the bat, you think it's hit a little bit harder. You got to be quicker on your jump. He's usually a very, very good fielding pitcher. Off the end of the bat. I looked up quickly. Wise decision not to try to throw that. A lot of times when you do that, you're upset. You throw that ball on the ground.
It's an error on Keuchel.
It's his first error of the season. Got to take advantage of this now.
Cole had a base hit through the left side of the first inning. He's 1 for 1. Just the 4th error of his career. Mentioned the first this year. Ibar at third, Perez at second, Featherston at first. Broke his bat and rolled it foul. 0-2 count. That's how tough Keuchel has been on left-handed batters this year. They still played the shift on 3 infielders on the right. Cole's base hit in the first inning, rolled to the left of the mound. Does that again here, and it's a 2-0 Angels lead.
Especially when you're throwing breaking balls away. Trying to punch the ball that left side of the infield like he did his first at bat.
Boy, Rasmus playing very shallow and toward the foul line and left. Almost like a softball alignment. Down and in.
You mentioned it earlier, they shift more than any other team. Tampa is big in it, but the Astros more so.
It's an interesting position for Rasmus just because I don't recall Cole hitting too many into that area there. Lays off the breaking pitch. It's 2-2. Keuchel at 47 pitches, 28 strikes, 4 punch outs, 2 hits, 1 walk. Scoreless here in the bottom of the second. Breaking ball gets away. 1-0 Angels. Ibar will score. That is a seriously overthrown breaking pitch.
We talk about muscling up on a pitch. That's twice now in this game. Cole has worked a full count now against Keuchel. Did not chase this breaking ball in the dirt. Conger got that body squared up, but it's spun up, especially with the spin of a slider. Hits him up in his shoulder and gets away from him. Certainly a break run here. An error by Keuchel, then a wild pitch by Keuchel, giving the Angels an early 1-0 lead. 4th full count for Keuchel so far tonight.
3-2. Cole shoots it through the left side, a base hit. Perez will score. Featherston being waved in. Rasmus's throw to the plate is not in time. 3-0 Angels.
That was an excellent slide, too, by Featherston. Good piece of hitting once again by Cole. Has worked both at bats, full counts to get base hits going the other way. They might want to check this one. Good piece of hitting on a fastball. Keeps his hands back. He's got that foot down. That's his timing mechanism, and drives the ball well the other way. And because Rasmus was playing so shallow, he's able to charge this baseball. Pretty good throw. And they're going to challenge this one.
Yep. We can't see there because of Keuchel and Alfonso Marquez. Question is the tag on the buttocks. Beat the hand on the plate.
Here's a good angle right here. Hand. Wow, that's real close.
It's tough to tell where that hand. See if this helps out here. See, that looks like the hand maybe got there. On the other one, looks like the tag maybe got there.
I mean, Marquez is in real good position, I think, to be able to make this call.
See, now that one appears as if maybe the tag got him.
Yeah, it's real close.
Call on the field is safe.
Is that hand down on the plate, or is it elevated in the air before he gets it on the plate before the tag was applied?
Tom Hallion on your left. He's the crew chief. Alfonso Marquez on the right. Home plate umpire made the call. The call stands. It's 3-0 Angels. If it doesn't, it's 2-0 Angels and the end of the second.
See if that hand is elevated at all, or is it touching the plate before the tag. Here's the tag. Wow, that's a tough call. That's one of those ones where it's going to be difficult to overturn.
That whole definitive angle, something that's got to be conclusive.
But what a swing by Cole,
yeah,
to stay back like that. We talk about timing mechanism of Trout and his foot down, but Cole wants his foot down and then the swing path. Stayed back on that one well. A 91-mile-an-hour fastball. So 2 really good at bats for Cole Calhoun against a pitcher coming into the game. Lefty's hitting 153 against Keuchel.
Quick decision too by A.J. Hinch and the Astros to go ahead and review the play at the plate. And a throw from Rasmus, because he's a left-handed thrower, little sink to it, tailing back toward first base. So Hank had to kind of reach back and then swing around.
And clearly there's a clear path to the plate let by Hank Conger.
Yeah, so no argument on the Angel side. If this were to get overturned and Hank was blocking the plate, then Socia could come back out.
That is so close. If that finger's on the plate before the tag, a quick tag by Hank Conger. And another angle right here. Maybe we could see this a little bit better. See if that hand, that tag is on the back before that finger got on there. They might overturn that. It is extremely close.
Yeah. To pick him.
Still go back to that great swing from Cole. Lefty's hitting 153 against Keuchel.
And safe is the call, so it's a 3-0 Angels lead. Cole now with 75 runs batted in. The call stands, and more importantly, the Astros are out of challenges now. And again, and I know that's Trey Hellman to the right. He's the bench coach. They're shaking their heads. It's that whole definitive angle. I mean, how many times have we talked about it this year? There's got to be a shot that shows that the tag is actually there before the hand. If you can't tell that the hand is not there, then it's tough to overturn the call.
What a swing, though. That foot down in that swing path was perfect to stay back and thinking in terms of driving that ball to the left side of the field. We talked about using the middle of the field the other way against Keuchel. Cole has done it twice.
Trout struck out looking in the first. Keuchel at 50 pitches now. A big error committed by him. Got Featherston to swing at his pitch, a changeup away, bounced it right back to the mound, and Keuchel couldn't handle it.
And a wild pitch also thrown. Scored a run, put 2 runners in scoring position to be able to let Cole drive into.
3 balls, no strikes.
.3-1 counts against Keuchel this year. Hitters hitting .389 with a home run and 5 RBI.
Trout's the 7th man to bat here in the second. 3-1. There's a walk. Second one issued by Keuchel this inning. 2 on, 2 outs, and Pujols coming up.
When that long delay affected Keuchel. Not many of those pitches close. Just that one of the 5 thrown in the strike zone. That was a close one. 54 pitches thrown for Dallas Keuchel in this game. We're only in the second inning. 26 in the first, 28 already here in the second.
Albert grounded out to short of the first, so he's 0 for 1. On the corner. 0-2. Calhoun at second and Trout over at first. 3-0 Halos here in the second inning. Albert goes down swinging and the inning is over, but the Angels do strike for 3. 1 big error, 1 big wild pitch, and 1 big swing of the bat as we head to the third. On land and on ships at sea. We welcome you, and as always, we thank you for your continued service. And quite a few servicemen and women in attendance here tonight. Part of the pregame
that was outstanding.
Ceremony.
Touching.
And Conger leading things off, and he will look at a strike. Conger was at the play when Marwin Gonzalez was thrown out trying to steal. And that ended the second inning. No balls, 2 strikes.
Good slow curveball.
One and 2. No strikeouts. 3 hits allowed for Weaver. 2 men on with 1 out in the first inning. We got out of it. Faced a minimum 3 in the second. Conger takes a called strike 3. There's the first down. First strikeout for Jared. Hey fans, join us for Oktoberfest September 25th. Angels taking on the Seattle Mariners at 7:05. Fans in attendance will receive a boot mug courtesy of Shock Top while supplies last.
Nice.
Get tickets today at the advanced ticket window or at angels.com. Das Boot.
A boot mug.
Reminds me of one of my favorite movies, Beer Fest. The old boot. There's a trick to drink it out of the boot. So I'm told. Single for Springer puts a man on with 1 out. Springer 1 for 2. He grounded out in the first inning. Here's Altuve, doubled off the wall and left in the first. His 29th double. 800th career hit. Breaking ball for a strike. A little danger zone there for Altuve.
Yeah, upstairs with a slider, hanging slider. Looked like he was determined to take the first pitch. Don't see that too often from Altuve. Luckily, he did not swing at that first pitch.
$14 stolen bases on the year for Springer. He's been caught 3 times.
Remember, Weaver has picked off Springer a couple times already. Remember last year?
Right here.
Stumble getting back to the base.
Breaking pitch, hook foul. 0-2.
See how quick anything upstairs, whether it's an off-speed pitch, fastball, how quick he brings his hands up to hit a ball hard up in the strike zone.
Got him to swing at the slider. High bar over to second for 1. That's the only play you're going to get. Featherston just keeping his arm loose. 2 outs and a man at first. Hey, Fox Sports West and the Angels are excited to announce you can now download and use the Angels brand new player emojis, or halojis, or halogis if you want, if you will. There you go. Starting tonight through next Thursday, we will be unveiling 1 new player, halogi, each game broadcast. I'm so excited. Tonight we're unveiling the Jared Weaver halogi. Log on to angels.com/emoji and download Weaver's whatever. Do it now.
That was pre-haircut, though.
Yeah. Enough of the halogi things. Still an emoji. The Weaver emoji. Yeah. Good luck. You're downloading right now, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I'm locked in.
I dare you to download it right now and tweet it out. Show me what you made of.
In between these, you'll have to show me how to do it.
I have no idea. I got to read the read again. Altuve back to first. Oh, 1. A little bit high. Correa with an infield base hit his first time up. 2-1 count. Pitch missed in off the plate.
He's been throwing a lot more fastballs early on in this game.
Feeling pretty good about it, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got an 86 so far, some 85s.
Altuve takes off. Correa skies one down the line. Cole racing into foul territory. He's got a play, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Shutdown inning for Weaver. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Halos up 3-0. Again, it's on this day the Angels pay tribute to the men and women of the United States military, as well as to those families that lost loved ones during the horrific attacks 14 years ago on November 11, 2001. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth, and right now, obviously, we're just coming off the September 11th situation that we were just talking about there, but baseball is still being played. It was baseball that kind of brought everyone back together, especially in New York that next year.
Yeah, I bet you saw what I was looking at the highlights where Mike Piazza hit a big home run for the Mets coming back, that first game back in New York after 9/11. Ran into a military man yesterday who served in a Vietnam War named Mike over the DMV. He's just big Angel fan, loves watching our games, but just wanted to thank him for what he did. He goes, thank you for this acknowledging me and what he did and served our country. It's men and women who served our country are just fantastic people.
Military Appreciation Night here at the Big A. Crone grounds out to start the third inning. CJ's 0 for 2 against Keuchel. And we'll bring up Freese. One ball, one strike on Freese. Struck out on that nasty slider leading off the second. Keuchel with 5 punch outs through 2 innings, 2 walks, 3 hits allowed. It's 2-1. 4th time this season in which he's allowed 3 or more runs in an inning. All 3 of those runs unearned. He gave up a season high 4 in the first inning against Kansas City on July 26th. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Against Keuchel, any way you can get a run in is always a good thing. He helped out a little bit. Wild pitch, an error. But a great swing from Cole Calhoun against him.
Freese tops this one foul. Full count.
Cole now with 75 RBI on the season.
Freese flares one out to right field, and that'll fall in for a base hit. Well, he came in at 500 against Keuchel. He's 1 for 2 tonight.
And again, using the whole field. He was jammed, but still using the whole field.
Let's take a look at the Honda upcoming schedule. And 2 more against the Astros and the Angels out on the road 3 against Seattle. Then they go to Minnesota for 4. That's next Thursday through Sunday. Then they finish up that road trip in Houston. They come home for 6 against Oakland and Seattle. Seattle and Oakland, pardon me, the other way around. And then finish up the season with 4 games in Texas against the Rangers.
So you have a chance if you play well against the teams that are ahead of you in the chase for the playoffs. That's all you want is that opportunity. You're going to have to play perfect baseball all the way through, but you still have a shot. Good start in this game so far.
Chopper to the right side. Gonzalez has it, spins around, fires to Correa for 1, and no relay throwback. So Ibar replaces Freeze at first base. 2 outs now for Victorino. Yeah, I guess until there's a big old fat X next to your team name in the standings, you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah, and a lot of times when you're in this position that the Angels are in right now, you're what, 5.5 games back coming into the game tonight against the Astros. Now, if you hadn't, get the opportunity to play those teams ahead of you, then you're really relying on everyone else to help you out. You still like that help, but you could still determine your own fate by playing extremely well against the teams ahead of you.
No team in the American League has been eliminated as of yet. 4 teams in the National League have been eliminated: Atlanta, Philadelphia, Milwaukee, and Cincinnati.
Well, I can even go back to the team when we won the World Series in Kansas City in '85. We had 8 games in September against the Angels. We won 7 of 8, I think it was, and we only won that division that year by 1 game over the Angels, just 1. So if you go 5-8, 5-3, I should say, against them, you don't win the division. So you have to play extremely well, but you have a shot.
Shane struck out looking in the second. Flares this one out to right field. Springer broke back, now has to race in, not going to get there. Falls in for a hit. Ibar keeps on running to third. Springer will run the baseball back in. Now Ibar comes home, and he is out at the plate. Trying to catch the Astros napping. Springer flipped it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez spun around, threw it home. Scioscia's going to have the guys take a look at it downstairs, but it looked like he got him. And that's the third out of the inning.
Got his hand in before the tag. It looked like it was a good play by Conger. Certainly not a lot of path to that plate. Now a little bit more so. See if the tag was on him. Marquez was right there, it looked like.
Yeah, no argument from Mike Scioscia.
Right
There's
there,
the
tag. No question.
And you know what? Credit Hank for being alert. He knows Eric Ibar. Played 3, and it's still 3-0 Angels. Put out to end the bottom of the third inning. Jared Weaver back to work. Carlos Gomez makes a big rip and pops it up to shallow right. Featherston is there, 1 out. Gomez now 0 for 2. We'll take those 1-pitch outs.
No question. Still a warm night. Allows you to save that big curveball or fastball at some point in the game to be able to get a big out.
Jed Lowry popped out his first time up. 0 for 1. Starting third baseman with Correa at short. Altuve at second. Pulls this one foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. One strikeout and no walks for Weaver. 4 hits allowed. Change up and out towards center. That's some carry there.
I was going to say that carry pretty far.
Out in front of that. Angel fans, time for you to tweet us your strongest fan photo. Don't you dare tweet us that Jared Weaver emoji. Use hashtag West Data Strong Fan. You just might see yourself in an upcoming Angels broadcast, and it's brought to you by T-Mobile. Too soon?
Never too soon.
Okay. Colby Rasmus 0 for 1 as he grounded out in the second inning. That's down and away. Good movement on that pitch. Two one. Next yanked foul. Able to count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Astros with no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They've stranded 3. Halos 3 hits. Pardon me, 3 runs on 5 hits. 4 men left on. Full count.
Just missed with his changeup off the outside corner. And that's a foul. Luis Valbuena, the DH tonight on deck. Angels have 8 out of 1 coming up at the bottom of the 4th. And Rasmus works the walk. First one issued by Weaver. Weaver upset with himself, but you got to move forward quickly against a hitter who has good power. Valbuena with 22 home runs.
Valbuena, little bouncer in front of the plate. Second inning. Perez threw him out, so he's 0 for 1.
That's a great changeup. He was geared up looking for a fastball.
Valbuena's career 6 for 22 against Weaver. Takes a called strike.
It's a good no-seam fastball there.
Valbuena doesn't like the call. Kind of how Marquez has called home plate tonight on both sides.
Take a look at the Fox tracks right on that inside corner. It is touching the inside corner with a no-seam fastball.
Lays off. 2-2. A little peel there by Weaver.
Almost got him to chase that 64-mile-an-hour curveball.
58th pitch of the night for Jared. Although if he wants it to peel, he's got to do it with a right-handed batter. It's Tom Hallions at first.
Yes. One of the best as far as that.
A number of stretches and yoga to get ready to bring people up before every game. Throw to first. Rasmus back. Be great if he had the ring up at first base on a pickoff too.
I can imagine. Looking forward to him behind the plate tomorrow night.
Oh.
Hitters may not necessarily be. Pitchers, yes.
Swing to bats. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Rasmus with a decent lead over at first. Bueno tops it foul. Out in front. Good feel so far for Weaver. Kept a lot of guys off balance. Made a mistake to Altuve. Paid for it in the first inning with a double off the wall, but then worked around it. Still looking for that first 1, 2, 3 inning. Second time. This is the second time that he's retired the first 2, but unable to finish off the trifecta. Down goes Valbuena. No, he just got a piece of it.
And another changeup down. Just barely fouled that one off. It's the top of the baseball.
Goes down swinging. Second punch out for Weaver. We will head to the bottom of the 4th with the Angels up 3-0.
I'm Alex Curry, and it's Friday night, so you know what that means, an all-new episode of Angels Weekly. On tonight's show, we have Uriah Faber giving us some insight on this season's Ultimate Fighter. We have Clippers' DeAndre Jordan throwing out the first pitch. Hector Santiago throws a pizza party, benefiting his Santiago soldiers, and we check out the opening of the new Era Cap store with Sports Illustrated model Nina Agdal. So a lot of good stuff to check out tonight. Following Angels Live postgame show, make sure you tune in. Victor?
Thanks, Alex. Bottom of the 4th inning, 3-0 Halos. Perez, Featherston, and Calhoun here to face Dallas Keuchel. 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 hits allowed for the lefty. Carlos walked and scored in the second.
Yeah, going back to that third inning, I really didn't have an issue with Eric trying to be aggressive. It took a perfect relay throw because Springer just lobbed that ball in. Everything had to go well for the Astros to prevent Eric Ibar from scoring, especially at the bottom part of the lineup. See Perez leading off here, followed by Featherston.
Chopper to the right side. Gonzalez has it, takes it himself. One down. Featherston reached the error by Keuchel to kind of open things up for the Angels, and that's why all three of those runs were unearned, because the error occurred with 2 outs. Oh for 1 with the run scored. His slide at the plate, looked down on the replay, cost the Astros a challenge. They're done for the night as far as that is concerned. He scored the 3rd run. No balls, 2 strikes. Guy out on the right side of the infield. Two-Ray drifts out of the outfield grass, puts it away. 2 outs. Base is clear for Cole. 2 for 2 tonight with a couple of singles. 2 runs batted in. That's 75 RBIs on the season now.
That last swing he had on the 3-2 count, both times up. Hits went on a 3-2 count against Keuchel for Cole Calhoun. He stayed back so well on that 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Shot that ball very hard to left field, driving in 2.
In off the plate. Both times he's gone to a full count on Cole. See where the pitch count's at now. It's 79 in the 4th inning. Keuchel doesn't mess around a whole lot. Stays right on the mound. It's 2-0 now. (17-6) coming into this one tonight. With a 2.29 ERA. 3-0. Three and 1. A couple of finals that involve the Angels. Teams that are ahead of the Angels. Minnesota ended up being the White Sox tonight. 6-2. Full count now. And I won't say anything about the Texas score, because I know you teased it. I'll lay off that one. That's all right.
Wow, Texas play today?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Okay.
Tampa Bay beat Boston 8-4. Toronto 11-5 winners over the Yankees. They take a 5-0 lead in the 1st inning.
How about Toronto with 5 home runs again? And by the way, another full count for Cole against Keuchel. 3rd time.
Bouncer to the right side this time. Altuve has Keuchel with his first 1-2-3 inning. 4 complete, 3-0 Angels. Estimated 31 highway miles per gallon. This car was made for driving in California. Visit Dodge.com. By AT&T Uverse, more live channels on the go than cable. And by the Acura It's That Kind of Summer event. Top of the fifth here at the Big A, opening game of this three-game set. Halos up 3-0, and Jared Weaver back to work. We'll face 8, 9, and 1. Gonzalez, Conger, and Springer. 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 4 hits allowed. One of those was the bunt base hit for Gonzalez in the second. Actually got thrown out trying to steal.
Because of that, both corner infielders playing in.
It's a pretty good pitch. Not called a strike.
Yeah, Weaver wants to know if that ball was inside. So far, solid. 1 walk, 4 hits allowed, no runs for Weaver.
Didn't look like the left hand bothered Gonzalez on that swing. But jammed it on the tag by Ibar. Stolen base attempt in the second. One and 2. Turns himself into a very versatile player.
He play a number of positions well. Can run a little bit. So far in the sequence, fastball in, curveball, changeup away. That loose grip on the bat.
Down goes Gonzalez. 1 out. 3rd strikeout of the night. That'll bring up Hank Conger. Hey, we want to get your feedback here. Which is the real Weaver here? We showed you the Weaver emoji tonight. Unveiled it, if you will. Send us a tweet, hashtag Weaver A or Weaver B for your favorite shot right there.
I can't tell.
I figured that was the case, and that's why we're doing this for you, Gooby. Running a Twitter poll. Incredible hair on both of them.
Oh, yes. By the way, Weaver used all 4 pitches to strike out Gonzalez there. He went fastball, curveball, changeup, finish him off with a slider.
Hank is 0 for 1, struck out looking into 3rd. So you going Weaver A or Weaver B? Are you just going to just a blind guess?
You know what? I could swear it's Weaver B. That's him.
Somehow I thought you were going to say C. I don't know why. I just figured that you
was that a choice?
You might throw that out there. When in doubt.
I didn't know that was a choice.
0-2 downstairs. Top of the order, George Springer on deck. Two balls, 2 strikes. Looking forward to the unveiling of the other emojis, angel emojis.
I'm right with you on that one.
Might be one with you.
Probably not.
You finally retweeted that one, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Need a little help from you.
Conger pulls it foul. Count remains at 2-2. We having fun yet? It is Friday night.
It is Friday night.
Conger goes down swinging. 2 outs. 3rd consecutive strikeout for Weaver. Hey, fans, on Sunday, Halos will salute their youngest fans during Salute to Kids Day when the Angels take the field against the Astros at 12:35. All kids in attendance will have a chance to win great prizes all game long. Purchase your tickets today at the stadium box office or online.
Lots of kids here at the game tonight. Friday night. Finished off a school week.
Springer 1 for 2. Single his last time up.
And I was on a fastball. I would be surprised if Weave throws him any more fastballs. See if we can get him out front. He's had success against him when he's thrown all speed pitch, especially away.
Sky down the left field line, towering shot. Victorino racing over, running out of room, leaps up, and he got it. Oh, the flying Hawaiian comes up with it.
What a play.
No, he didn't. Oh, I thought he had it.
Everyone was walking off the field as if he did.
Oh, my. It's a foul ball. Oh, right there at the end.
There's no forgiving in that wall, as you can see. The padding and then the cement. What an effort. As he slams into the wall, the baseball comes out of the glove.
Everyone was walking off the field, thought he got it. And Shane having a conversation with Bruce Dreckman. And Scioscia's going down there.
Jumps up. And then when he slammed into that wall, you could see there's no forgiveness. No forgiving when you run into that wall like that.
Yeah, clearly dropped the baseball, but had me fooled and everyone fooled here.
The whole team was coming off the field.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's okay. It was that rib cage area. Rick Smith.
He hit that thing hard, man.
Yes, he did. The jump, the timing of it for Victorino, and then right into that wall to cement. And then that's when the baseball jarred out of his glove.
Man. So 1-ball, 2-strike count. Heck of an effort by Shane Victorino. Springer goes down swinging, and Weaver strikes out the side. First time tonight he retires the side in order. Under the bottom of the fifth, 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Halos. Over the Southland show us their Halo Pride fans submitted their photos, and tonight we're happy to announce the winners of the Angels Plus Scavenger Hunt. Winners selected will receive the Angels VIP treatment, including tickets to this Sunday's game. Congrats to the winners and thanks to all that participated. Bottom of the fifth inning, Trout, Pujols, and Crone coming up. Dallas Keuchel, 84 pitches, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 5 hits allowed. We have 3 unearned runs in the second inning. Trout tonight 0 for 1. Struck out looking in the first, walked in the second inning.
Like the Hyundai key for this game for the Angels to be successful. Heart of a champion. They've certainly played that way. The star players coming through, and Weaver outstanding also tonight.
One ball, 2 strikes. Pujols on deck, then Crone. It's out toward left center field. Playing deep is Gomez, racing over, and he will make the catch. Took an interesting route, but he got there. 1 down.
He's got to cover a lot of ground out in center field. He's made some unbelievable plays, especially as a member of the Milwaukee Brewers. Ran that into a more difficult play than it probably should have been.
Yeah, still using MapQuest, perhaps. One down. Here's Pujols, 0 for 2. Albert grounded out in the first inning, struck out in the second. Watching Keuchel pitch, there's a time where, and a couple of guys do this, where as he starts his windup, the ball is out of the glove, and you can almost see the baseball just over the top of the glove there, right there.
Sometimes I kept it in there because I figured if, depending on if I was throwing a 4-seam or 2-seam fastball, the good hitters, the guys with that great vision, they can maybe tell what pitch I'm potentially going to throw. But even if you look at Greg Holland, the closer for the Royals, he brings the baseball out of his glove. But his motion is so different because he's flying towards first, and then the baseball's out of his hand. It's very difficult to even see where the baseball's going to be thrown.
Yeah, whatever advantage you may have gained as this one's bounced to Lauer. For Greg Holland, anyway. Throws you all off, anyways, when he steps to first base.
It's like Goose Gossage was that way. Kevin Apier was that way. But if a hitter can read sometimes certain facial expressions you make when you're throwing certain pitches, you would think sometimes a hitter would be able to read what pitch you're throwing by the grip on the baseball, that slight little seam where you can see the baseball out of the hand in the glove of Keuchel.
Retired 5 in a row since Victorino flared the single to right. That was the play that Eibach got thrown out at the plate. TJ 0 for 2. Struck out in the first and grounded out to Lowry in the third inning.
Seventh 0-2 count for Keuchel in this game.
Downstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. '97 pitches. Threw a lot of them early. A lot of deep counts for him, which is very unusual. Two now. Jam it. Fastball, cut fastball in on the hands. So flip down to shallow right center field. Now Tuve is going out there, and he will make the catch. The Angels go down in order for the second straight inning. 5 complete, 3-0 Halos.
Eric Ibar doubles right down the left field line, getting in scoring position against Dallas Keuchel. Then he comes around to score on a wild pitch, gets away from Hank Conger at the plate, giving the first run of the game to the Halos. And Cole Calhoun on a 3-2 pitch, stayed back at a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, drives in two, give him 75 RBI on the season. And Weaver, to this point, has been dealing his slider, curveball, changeup, and good velo on his fastball tonight for Weaver. 5 shutout innings.
I think I threw one fastball in that last inning, had 3 strikeouts. A lot of off-speed stuff facing Jose Altuve, who hooks the first one foul. Seen quite a bit of that tonight. 4 straight punch outs for Weaver. He's got 5 in the game. 1 walk and 4 hits allowed. Altuve has one of them. That was a double off the wall in left center. His first at bat. 1 for 2 tonight. Change up out toward right center field. Trout and Calhoun. Trout racing over, calls off Cole, makes the catch on the track.
It's real good communication.
1 down. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. One out, nobody on for Carlos Correa. Correa will turn 21 here in 11 days. Native of Puerto Rico. Astros first round pick, first overall selection in 2012. Looks at a strike. And I remember how excited we were. We were in Cleveland, if I remember correctly. And we got the call that Mike Trout was coming to the big leagues. And Trout certainly isn't disappointed this time in the major leagues. I can understand why the Astros and Astros fans are excited about Carlos Correa.
No question. He's already turned into a fantastic player at this age. 17 home runs, 17 doubles, solid defense at shortstop, premium defensive position.
Fouls this one off, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. He spent 53 games in the minor leagues this year, AA and AAA. He got called up to the big leagues. Fun to watch. That's a pretty good pitch, just missed low.
That's a pretty good take, though, for a young hitter. Sample number 4 or 5 on why he's so good. Takes that changeup just below the strike zone. A lot of young hitters would swing at that.
Slider, and that is a walk. Second one issued by Weaver. Puts a man on for Carlos Gomez. He's got a, you remember when Alex Rodriguez first got to the big leagues. Very similar as far as the stance at the plate. Kind of reminds you of a young Alex Rodriguez.
A similar type of swing. Good plate coverage.
There's Gomez. 2 swings, 2 fly ball outs. 1 to center, 1 to second base. Takes a fastball off the plate. Good lead for Correa at first.
Just trying to hit a single the other way on a changeup. A foot down. And that front hip opening up and the helmet flying off, as the norm with Gomez. Hank knows Weaver very well.
Panda Crusher approves. Here's the 1-1 off the plate. 2-1. Gomez playing his 37th game since coming over to trade with Milwaukee. It's a .239 with the Astros. I remember when we were leaving town in Houston, they said that that's a pretty good move. They get Gomez to be part of that lineup with Springer and Correa and Altuve. But we also said key to that deal was Fiers.
Yeah.
Came over.
No hitter already.
Scheduled to get to start on Sunday. This one fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Angels will have Hector Santiago and Lance McCullers. They will post him tomorrow, like Fiers on Sunday. And Andrew Heaney going for the Angels.
Heaney in that same draft as Carlos Correa. He was first. Heaney 9th in that first round.
Correa takes off. The 2-2 is bounce foul.
It's a good 2-strike approach.
Carlos back to first base. Reset and do it again. And 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3 runs in the second inning for the Angels. Big error by Dallas Keuchel and a wild pitch. Followed by Cole Calhoun's 2 RBI single. It doesn't go, and Gomez pulls a foul. He falls down again. Correa takes off. Changeup, and that's driven out to left center field. And that is hammered for a 2-run blast off the bat of Carlos Gomez. It is 3-2 Angels. Gomez picks up his 12th home run.
Look, it was a changeup. Turned over a changeup. It was down middle of the plate, though. He went down and got it.
It's what the Astros do. 193rd home run hit by the Astros this year. Bases clear, 1 out. Jed Lowry up. Breaking pitch for a strike. Fourth home run as an Astro. Lowry takes in. Astros third baseman 0 for 2. He popped out to Featherston in the first inning and lifted one out to deep center in the fourth. One ball, 2 strikes. So the Angels strike for 3 in the second. Astros struck for 2 here in the 6th. 20th home run that Weaver's allowed this year. Angels start action in the bullpens. Weaver's at 93 pitches. Here's the 94th. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fernando Salas, first man up for the Halos. Down goes Lowry, 2 down.
Good slider from Weaver. Sharp break to it at 74-mile-an-hour slider. Trying to bring his hands in. Lowry, but unable to do so.
2 outs for Rasmus. The left fielder's 0 for 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Weaver his last 2 starts. He's got over 100 pitches, 106 last start. 108 the previous one to that. That was at Cleveland. More than likely his last inning. The 1-2 to Rasmus. Instead, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-run home run for Carlos Gomez here in the 6th inning, making this a 1-run lead for the Angels. Dallas Keuchel has turned it on as well here of late. Full count.
He's really starting to get more consistent as far as the home run ball.
Payoff pitch. Rasmus takes a called strike 3. He knew it. That's the 3rd out of the inning. But the Astros get on the board on the Gomez 2-run blast. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Angels still up by a run.
A very good young rookie for the Minnesota Twins is back in the lineup. Was 0 for 3. Minnesota wins that one with 2 home runs from Trevor Plouffe, pride of Crespi High School, and Texas returns home after a West Coast swing when they went 5-5. Colby Lewis 2-hit shutout tonight. Now 15 wins on the season for Colby Lewis, 15-8.
So the Halos needing a victory to remain 3 back of the Rangers. Try to pick up a game on the Astros. They are 5.5 back of the Astros at the start of the day. The West. Freeze looks at a strike to even the count. There's been some momentum for Miguel Sano as far as Rookie of the Year is concerned.
16 home runs. He's got 9 in his last 20 games. That's before tonight's game.
I seem to think that it's between Correa and Sano. Sano's played in 57 games, 58 games now. Correa's in his 78th.
Lindor certainly in that conversation also for Cleveland.
1-2 pitch. Freeze. This one out to right. Springer racing over. Is that ball slicing away from him? It's a good closing speed. Tracks it down for the first out. Freeze 1 for 3 on the night. That's 7 in a row now retired by Keuchel. He's at 104 pitches. More than likely his last inning unless he gets a real quick inning here. Mentioned he hasn't really gone over 110, 115 pitches this year. Threw quite a few in the first couple of innings. Kind of mounted on him. Eric 1 for 2, a double and a run scored, and a fielder's choice. Takes down and away. Two balls, no strikes. with Lowry and Gonzalez, corner infielders, playing in with Ibar up. Tops out with foul at the plate. It's 2-1. Double barrel action for the Astros. Ollie Perez, the lefty. Josh Fields, the righty. That is some serious contrast in styles there.
Yeah, just slightly.
At the bottom part of the zone. 2-2. Ibar goes down swinging for the second out.
Good off-speed pitch from Keuchel.
2 outs, nobody on. Here comes Shane Victorino. 1 for 2 tonight. Single. He was last man to reach against Keuchel in the 3rd inning. Slammed into that wall in left field on the at bat by George Springer in the 5th. Oh, 2. Shane backing out of the plate. He didn't like that last pitch. What happened to that rule about guys leaving the batter's box? That's still in effect. It's a suggestion.
Spring training, first part of the season, first month of the season.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's kind of like a stop sign nowadays.
California style.
This one yanked foul. Oh, 2. Light wave is back tonight. Full effect.
Yeah, it is.
Victorino goes down swinging. That's 9 in a row retired by Keuchel. 6 complete. Halos up 3-2.
Talked about the need for the curveball and changeup to be effective for Weaver tonight. You can see the rotation of this breaking ball. Starts around shoulder height, ends up just below the belt, thigh high on that breaking ball to get a swing and miss from Baltimore. What a great rotation, that curveball for Weaver tonight. Outstanding in 6 innings.
Joining out, who's in, who's out. Jared Weaver is done. Fernando Salas takes over on the mound. He will be facing the bottom 3rd of the order. Salas pitching for the first time since Monday's game when everybody pitched. That was against the Dodgers. 60th game of the season. 3-2 record of .450 ERA. They'll be facing Balbuena, Gonzalez, and Conger. Jared tonight with 7 strikeouts. That matches a season high. It's the 3rd time that he's done that. Had 7 against the Orioles on August the 9th. And also 7 against the Padres in a no decision on May 25th. Balbuena swinging first pitch, fouls it back, and it's an 0-1 count.
We'll have to deal with Weaver's slider, curve, and change to it. Looking for that first pitch fastball. Got one, but a little bit late.
Balbuena 0 for 2, struck out in the 4th, his last plate appearance. Good fastball at 91 and right above the hands. Good location, 1-2. 5 hits for both teams tonight. Weaver 6 innings, 5 hits, gave up the home run to Gomez to put the Astros on the board in the 6th inning. The 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 runs. Got a no decision his last start, allowing 1 run on 4 hits and 6 innings against Texas. 2-2 now, full count. Three-two, down goes Balbuena. There's the first out. As promised early in the game, we've selected the Data Strong fan photo of the game. Tweet us your strongest fan photo to hashtag WestDataStrongFan for a chance to be featured in an upcoming broadcast, and it's brought to you by T-Mobile. 1 out, nobody on. Marwin Gonzalez coming to the plate. Angels have action in their bullpen as Joe Smith begins to loosen. Joe Marwin, the switch hitting first baseman. Utility man, if you will, for the Astros. 1 for 2 with a bunt base hit. Takes a strike.
Good slider there. First pitch from Fernando.
Oh, 2.
Good life in that fastball. Little 2-seam fastball running at the hip and catching that inside part of the plate.
Salas in Monday's game went 2/3 of it and he gave up a run on 3 hits. Had 2 strikeouts. 7-5 loss to the Dodgers. Gonzalez, skies went foul. Jumped on that fastball.
A dangerous pitch when you back it up with another one of those 2-seamers to run it back inside. Thought maybe he would go with his changeup away.
Oh, 2. Fouled off the left. And Conger on deck. 1 out here in the 7th. Smith's ready to go in the pen. Astros have Will Harris loosening in their bullpen. Down goes Marwin.
That's that changeup. Great spot for it. Especially when you've worked to get ahead of the count 0-2. You can expand the strike zone to a perfect changeup in the dirt. Carlos Perez kept it in front of him. Gets the second out of the inning. Great changeup.
The 2 outs, bases clear for Conger. Struck out twice against Weaver. This one's skied out to shallow right field. Cole calling for it. Settles underneath. And a 1-2-3 inning for Fernando Salas. It is stretch time here at the Big A, and the Angels up by the score of 3-2. And we'll turn things over to Mike Araujo, our PA announcer, as we honor America.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we reflect on the tragic events that occurred 14 years ago today, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps. Prior to singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, please join Malia Savets in singing God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet
or lost loved ones on September 11, 2001. We pay tribute to them and to the men and women who serve our country as we honor a pledge made 14 years ago today. We shall not forget. Military Appreciation Night tonight. This Friday night, the Angels here at the bottom of the 7th, up 3-2, facing a new pitcher. It's Josh Fields, the fireballing right-hander. Comes in place of Dallas Keuchel to face 8-9-1. Fields' 47th game, 4-1 record, a 3.53 ERA, 58 punch-outs, 16 walks. Keuchel tonight, 6 innings, 5 hits, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 runs, all 3 runs unearned.
It's when you got to look to add on as an offense right now. And not as easy as it has been in the past against the bullpen. For the Astros, been very solid this season. ERA for the bullpen, 2.95 this year.
Cardinals fouls it back. 0 for 1 tonight with a walk and a run scored and a ground out.
As he feels with that power fastball, he's 93 to 97. Slider, curveball, changeup.
Breaking ball, misses down and away. Perez tired of waiting, backs out now. Fields 30 years of age. Georgia native, went to University of Georgia, first round pick of the Seattle Mariners back in 08. One-two, fouled back, high fastball. Seattle traded Fields to Boston back in 2011. That was the Eric Bedard trade. Ended up being a 3-team deal with the Dodgers involved in that deal. And then the Astros selected him as a Rule 5 pick prior to the 2013 season. He's been with the Astros since. Had his issues early on with the Astros, command-wise. So he figured it out. Perez fouls it back. Another good rip and a good fastball at 96.
Pretty good location, too, with that fastball at 96.
Popped up. Altuve calling for it. One down. The Angels and Fox Sports West present Halo Social Media Night at Angel Stadium on Tuesday, September 29th. Your ticket purchase will include a lower level ticket to the game, exclusive gift bag, access to the pregame party, and more. Whether you're a rookie or an all-star in the social media field, fans of all ages will like this social event. Go to angels.com/Halo Social for more info. Oh, man. That was pun infested. Featherston 0 for 2, reached on the arrow by Keuchel that opened things up for the Angels in the second. He popped out to Altuve in the fourth. This one lined to center. Gomez there. 2 outs.
Hit well by Featherston again. He's really done a nice job as far as shortening up his swing since coming back up from AAA, dealing with that little injury he had.
Cole 2 for 3, couple of singles. Bouncer to first, 2-hopper for Gonzalez, waves off Fields. Halos go down in order. And that has happened now for 4 straight innings. We'll head to the 8th. Halos up by a run.
first game of this 3-game series at the Big A. Welcome back, everyone. Ken French with you as we head into the 8th inning. And don't forget, following this one, it's All About Angels Live post-game presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Myself, Jose Mota, and Alex Curry will bring you all the highlights and interviews. We'll break down Jared Weaver's solid performance tonight and also talk about Cole Calhoun. He has 2 RBIs this evening, extended his hitting streak to 9 games, which is a season high. And you know you're swinging a hot bat when 4 of your last 5 home runs have all come against former Cy Young Award winners. Pretty impressive. Also bring you the latest in the American League playoff picture. But right now, let's send it back inside to Victor and Mark, guys.
Thanks a lot, Frenchie. As we start the 8th inning, Joe Smith takes the mound for the Angels. 63rd game, 4-5 record, and a 3.88 ERA for Joe. But his last 5 games, actually 4 of his last 5 games, have not been pretty. He's allowed runs in 4 of those last 5. Last 8 games overall, he's gone 0-2 with an ERA north of 14. So the thing for Joe has been the crispness of his breaking pitches and the lack of command.
And it kind of flattens out over the plate and elevated enough where the hitters are getting a good part of the bat against that slider.
He's going to face the top of the order here. Springer, Altuve, and Correa. Caleb Cowart, the new third baseman, taking over for David Freese. But David finishes the night going 1 for 3. First one on the way. And it's slider that misses in. Again, there's that pitch that we're talking about.
Just trying to stay on top of it enough. I know it's difficult when you think about the arm angle he throws at, but it's all about the wrist and staying on top of the baseball.
Fouled off of the catcher, Carlos Perez. Evens counted 1 ball, 1 strike. Springer 1 for 3 tonight, singled in the 3rd inning. Halos with 3 runs in the 2nd. The Astros with 2 in the 6th. Carlos Gomez, a 2-run home run off Weaver. Jared worked 6 innings. Gave up 2 runs on 5 hits. Fernando Salas a 1-2-3 7th with a couple of punch-outs. And the leadoff man is on board, hit by a pitch. Springer can run, so he's over at first base representing the tying run.
Smith with a very good pickoff move. Not be surprised to see him try to pick off Springer early in this at bat against Altuve.
Altuve 1 for 3 tonight. That was a double in the first. Altuve 1 for 12 in his career against Joe Smith. (14 stolen bases for Springer, has been caught 3 times. Altuve breaks his bat, loops one down the line, just foul. Barrel ends up between third and short on the infield grass.
This thing about Altuve, he can beat you in so many ways because he puts the ball generally in play against you. Joe runs that fastball and splits the middle of that bat. Would be a good stickball bat back in the schoolyard back in the days.
Oh, 1 count. Cowart playing in, not even with the bag at third base, a little bit toward the line. This is hit toward short. Ibar has it. He'll take it himself. Waves off. Featherston fires to first. Double play. 2 down.
Nice play. Good decision from Eric Ibar. He will get that double play. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Joe jams him enough. Ground ball right there. 6-3 double play.
There's Carlos Correa. Bases cleared, 2 outs. Carlos 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Correa 0 for 2 against Smith. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2. Called strike 3. Down goes Correa. We will head to the bottom of the 8th with the Angels up by a run.
What a located fastball from Joe Smith. New pitcher for the Angels. And Nishak in the game, his 59th game of the season, 3-5 on the season, ERA 3.26. He does have 1 save, very good last year in 71 games for the Cardinals, ERA 1.87. Not overpowering with his fastball, an 85 to 89, good slider changeup.
Nishak comes in to face 2, 3, and 4 for the Halos. Trout, Pujols, and Crone. Josh Fields at a 1-2-3-7. 12 straight batters retired by Astros pitching. Trout tonight 0 for 2, a strikeout, a walk, and a fly ball to center. Nice job by Joe Smith to get out of an inning, which didn't start very well. Hit by a pitch, put that tying run on board, but then gets out Tuve. Now 1 for 13 in his career against Jones, and into that big double play.
Smart play by Eric Ibar. Step on the base and throw across the diamond, especially with the speed of Altuve.
Check swing. Mike asked for the appeal. Alfonso Marquez wasn't going to, but since Trout asked, he obliged. 3-1. And there's a leadoff walk. Brings up Pujols. Follow the Angels the rest of the season with MLB.com at bat. #1 app for live baseball. At bat up to the moment. At any moment with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcast, statcast, and more. Get MLB.com at bat for your smartphone or tablet today.
Well, you would think with Neshek, the way he throws the baseball, it'd be easy to steal against. He is not allowed a stolen base this year.
Strike on the outside corner to Albert.
Very quick. Sorry, Victor. Very quick slide step.
Pujols 3 for 10 in his career against Neshek. By the way, it's the first base runner for the Angels since the Victorino single in the third. Count started to go. This one, a one-hopper to short. Nice play by Correa. We're going to end up turning a 6-4-3 double play. 2 outs.
Talk about how solid Correa is in the field. One hop because Mike Trout has to wait long enough to make sure that baseball is going to hit the dirt first. And to complete a 6-4-3 double play.
2 outs, nobody on, and C.J. Cronut. Crone's never faced Neshek. The Angels have Houston Street getting ready for the ninth.
Houston Street getting ready for the ninth inning.
Crone shoots one down the line. It's a fair ball. He might think two. No, he won't. I mean, maybe perhaps he thought about it, but quickly decided against it. Springer got to that ball quickly.
Might see a pinch runner, and he will. High fastball, jammed him. Rolled it right down that first base line.
Daniel Robertson takes over as the pinch runner. And Zephyr Navarro will come in to play first in the ninth. Caleb Coward steps in for his first plate appearance. Does it to the mound. Coward hitting 195 in 19 games with the Angels this year. 8 for 41. 2 doubles, a home run, 4 runs batted in. Took over defensively at the top of the inning for David Freese.
Left-handed batters hitting 261 versus Neshek. As compared to right-handed batters is 173.
Good lead for Robertson over at first.
And very difficult to get a jump against Neshek. He's so quick to the plate.
Astros in the ninth have Gomez, Lowry, and Rasmus. Phase Street.
Looked like he was going. He was leaning.
Got to take that shot.
Got to get somebody in scoring position. Good speed for Robertson.
Oh, 2.
Especially now on an 0-2 count. Anticipated something off speed in the dirt. A.J. Hinch has that option now of an 0-2 pitch out.
Count remains at 0-2. Robertson takes off, then stopped. Off speed, misses down and away.
Well, Neshek doesn't really come too much of a pause before he delivers the baseball. Starting to go and then stops. Good decision there. Well, Hank Conger has only thrown out one base stealer this entire year, giving up 35 stolen bases in 36 attempts.
Cowher tops this one over to second. Altuve's got it. And we will head to the ninth inning. Houston Street coming on to relief, looking for save number 34 with the Angels up 3-2. To get a fast free quote and see how much you can save. By the Palazzo, Las Vegas, where every key unlocks a suite. And by Hyundai. Great deals on amazing cars are going on now at your Hyundai dealer. Visit buyhyundai.com today. Top of the ninth here at Angel Stadium. 3-2 Halos. Gomez, Lowry, Rasmus coming up for Houston here in the ninth inning with the Angels up by a run. Mike Scioscia hands the ball off to his closer, Houston Street. Done a nice job once again for the Angels. 33 saves on the season, 3-2 and a 2.63 ERA. 54th game of the year, 49 strikeouts, 18 walks in 54 and 2/3 innings. Still have a new first baseman as Efrain Navarro enters the game over at first. Houston now with 308 career saves. He is 23rd all time. Next up is Rich Gossage. They call him Goose. Goose with 310. As far as active players, Francisco Rodriguez still going strong. 7th all time with 382.
Pretty amazing.
Troy Percival still 10th all time with 358. On his heels, Jonathan Papelbon. Gomez a 2-run shot in the 6th inning. He's 1 for 3 tonight. He'll take upstairs. Gomez 1 for 3 in his career against Houston. It was a double. Home run he hit in the 6th inning off Jared Weaver. 12th overall in the year, and that's combined between Milwaukee and Houston. 2 balls, no strikes. This one's popped up on the first base side, headed to the seats. Two and 1. 39,636 in the house tonight. Got 3 unearned runs off Dallas Keuchel in the 2nd inning. That has been all. You will take that if you're able to pick up the W. 2-1 pitch. Chopper foul up the third base line. 2-2. Both starters going 6 innings tonight, both allowing 5 hits and both striking out 7. One mistake to Gomez for Weaver, really.
And the at-bat before for Correa threw a couple good pitches in a row. Change up just off the plate and a slider. Took them both to work the walk.
2-2, ground ball to short. Ibar's got to charge it. 1 down. Jed Lowry, third baseman tonight, 0 for 3. Pop up, fly ball to center to strikeout. Lowry 0 for 3 in his career against Houston. Street last pitched Wednesday and threw 9 pitches in that one. Lowry takes outside. Two and out. Hector Santiago on the mound tomorrow night for the Angels. 6:05 start. Lance McCullers Jr. on the mound for Houston.
It's a power fastball there.
Young righty. 2-1. Texas shut out Oakland tonight 4-0. It's in Arlington, the start of a 10-game homestand for them. Minnesota defeated the White Sox 6-2. So both teams ahead of the Angels in the wild card standings with victories tonight. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Boy, and Albert said it best the other day after that win against the Dodgers. Every game from this point forward is a must game.
Two. Lowry lines one to left field. Is it going to hang up for Victorino? It does. 2 down.
Still moving around well after slamming into that wall earlier in the game. On a pop-up foul was played by Victorino.
Halos 1 out away of picking up a big win to start a tough weekend series. Must wins, including tonight. 23 games left. After tonight, 22, and they just start ticking them away. It's more difficult. Time passes. And 5 more against the Astros. 4 left against Texas. And that's the last 4 games of the regular season in Arlington. Rasmus 0 for 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Three infielders on the right side with Rasmus up. We're working a strike. 2-1. Three balls and 1 strike. Just missed off the plate. Looks like Preston Tucker has come out to the on-deck circle. Left-handed batter with good power.
You want to keep him on deck. He's a dangerous hitter.
3-1 down. Full count. Just caught the outside corner. There's the payoff. Swing and a miss. Light that baby up as the Angels take game 1 against the Astros. 3-2 the final.
What an impressive game all around. Cole Calhoun with 2